Hey folks, welcome back to the Cincinnati Razorback Room in beautiful downtown Siloam Springs, Arkansas. I'm so glad to be with you today because I have had so many requests for the video that we're going to do today. I hope you're all doing well from the coronavirus and staying safe and getting your vaccinations and inoculations and tribulations and all your relations. I hope they're all going well. Here in Arkansas, we're doing quite well. And just to let you know what we're going to do today, here's the agenda. A lot of you have been telling me that beginning with Star Power Baseball, it gets a little complex. And for some of you, it's even overwhelming to see the videos that we've done and you go, oh my, I can't do it. Well, we're going to break it down simple. Catico All-Star Baseball, developed in 1941 by Ethan Allen, was easy. You spin the batter, you get a result, you move base runners. It's that simple. Well, today we're going to play a game of Star Power Baseball in the simplest form that it is. Spin the pitcher, spin the batter. We're not going to use the strategy cards. We're not going to use respins. We're going to go spin the pitcher, spin the batter. Basic Catico All-Star Baseball, adding a pitcher in. That's right. It's that simple. Included in all of our boxed games right now is a sheet that tells you how to play the simplified version of Star Power Baseball. So you can play a game in under 30 minutes. It's that simple. What teams will we be using? Brand new teams. The 1941 All-Star Game between the National League and the American League. That's right. Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio, all those guys. But we added two key players. One to the American League, a pitcher, maybe the greatest pitcher that ever played the game. Totally left out of all of the All-Star games that he should have been in. None other than Satchel Paige, who will be the starting pitcher for the American League in this game. Boy, if that doesn't get you, on the other side of the ball, on the National League, we added another immortal from the Negro Leagues, probably the greatest catcher that's ever played the game. Sorry, Johnny Bench and Yogi, but Josh Gibson is going to be the catcher for the National League. So Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, Ted Williams, Bobby Doerr, Archie Vaughn, all those guys are going to be in. And this All-Star game should be played in roughly 30 minutes because all we're going to do, spin the pitcher and spin the batter, just like Catico All-Star Baseball, adding the pitcher, making it very easy. We're taking out all the respins. So if the pitcher card says respin it, we're not going to do that. The G, the F, and the K are all we care about on the pitching card. G is a ground out, F is a fly out, K is a strikeout. If that doesn't come up on the pitching card, spin the batter and take the result of the batter. It's that simple. I hope you enjoy. Now, like us on Facebook at Star Power Baseball. Get on there and join the group on Star Power Baseball. Text us, write us, call us. We're here for you. And check this out. All the 2021 catalogs they're gone. I'm in the process right now of making more of the 2021 catalogs. So if you haven't gotten yours, make sure you let me know and I'll get it out to you. This is going to be the 1941 All-Star Game. Like us on this YouTube. Check us out on Facebook at Star Power Baseball. Listen to our latest Star Power Cast, our podcast for Star Power Baseball on Star Power Cast. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. Check it out. I'm Dennis, and I'm getting ready to spin the 1941 All-Star Game. All right, folks, let's get this game underway. It's going to be Satchel Paige over here, Whitlow Wyatt or Whit Wyatt over here. The pitchers will be batting for themselves. And let's get started with the opening pitch from Satchel Paige. Right, here we go. Spin the pitcher. It's a, I better check it out. To put my face down here. It's a line between the H minus, W minus, which would be spin the batter, and the F. So we'll just spin it again because it's on the line. Spin it again and it's on the HW minus, but that just today means spin the batter. Spinning Stan Hack. Stan Hack spins a 13. A 13 is a single, so Stan Hack, and we're just going to put a dice out there to represent Stan Hack, is on first base. Okay, way to go. Now batting is Terry Moore. Satchel Paige pitches. He pitches a B, spin the batter. Spinning Terry Moore. He spins a line. It's a 5-6 line, so we're just spin it over. It's a line. Spinning it over, and he spins a 6. That's a ground out. Runners hold. 1 out. Spin the pitcher. Now batting Pete Reeser. Satchel Paige spins a K. That's a strikeout. That's 2 down. And now spin the pitcher again to Josh Gibson. Josh Gibson's up, and Josh Gibson spins a 10. That's another strikeout. No runs, a hit, 1 runner left on. At the end of a half inning, it's 0-0. Whit Wyatt is now pitching. Take the base runner off. Pitching to Bobby Dorr. Bobby Dorr. It's a home run minus. We don't have respins in this game, so that's just spin the batter. Spinning Bobby Dorr. Bobby Dorr spins an 8. That's a fly out. 1 out. Spinning now to Cecil Travis, the third baseman. A B just means spin the batter. Cecil Travis is up. I'm using a new game board, by the way. He gets a line 12-13, respin that, and he spins a 9. That's a walk. So Cecil Travis walks, puts a runner on first base, brings up Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. Whit Wyatt spinning a B to Joltin' Joe. I'm using a brand new game board today too. Joe spins a 4. That's a fly out for the second out of the inning. And that brings up Theodore Williams. He gets a B from Whit Wyatt. Teddy Ballgame spins and spins a 12. That's a ground ball for the third out. No runs, a walk, no runs scored. So after 1 inning of play, it is scoreless. Still pitching for the American League is Satchel Paige. And he's going to now pitch to Johnny Mize, the big cat. Johnny Mize gets a K from Satchel Paige, which is 3 consecutive strikeouts for Satch. Spinning the pitcher for Bill Nicholson. Bill Nicholson is batting now, and he spins a 10. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts for Satchel Paige. Spinning Satchel again to Arky Vaughn. Satchel spins another K. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts now for Satchel Paige. No runs cross the plate. A totally clean inning for Big Satch. And that brings up the American League. We have Jeff Heath coming to bat. Jeff is now batting against Whit Wyatt. Whit spins a B. Jeff Heath gets to spin, and he spins a 14. That's an infield pop-up. Fly out, 1 out. And now batting Joe Cronin. Cronin spins an H minus, which is the same as spin the batter because we're not using respins. We're making it simple. Spin the batter, and a 7 is a single. So Joe Cronin hits a base hit. He's on base. Spin the pitcher. Now spinning to Rudy York. He spins anything but the out. All we're looking for is that GFK. Nothing there. Here's Rudy York. Rudy spins a 12. That's a ground out for the second out. And here comes Bill Dickey. The catcher spins a B from the pitcher. Spin the batter. Spinning Bill Dickey. He spins a 9. That's a base on balls. The runner advances to second base. Okay, put Dickie on first. And that brings up the pitcher, Satchel Paige, who's represented by B5, the 5 card. Spinning Whit Wyatt. Whit spins an HR minus, which in this game just spin the batter. And Satchel spins a 12 for the 3rd out of the inning. So now, after 2 innings of play, there is no score. And I just like the All-Star game, so I'm going to just put some activity up in the bullpen. I may use the same pitchers the whole game, but I want to get Carl Hubble up in the bullpen, and I also want to get up Paul Derringer in the bullpen for the Nationals. And Satch is going for the American, but I've got Bob Feller sitting over there just itching to come in. Satch has removed the base runners. Satch is pitching. He spins a K to Lonnie Fry. That's 6 consecutive strikeouts. Now batting the pitcher, Whitlow Wyatt. He gets an HW minus, which means just spin the batter. That's what we're doing. And he spins an 11. That's a double. So Whitlow Wyatt gets the first National League hit off of Satchel Paige, ending his streak of consecutive strikeouts at 6. So Paige struck out Reeser, Gibson, Mize, Nicholson, Vaughn, and Fry in a row. Now up is Stan Hack. Here goes Satchel pitching to Stan Hack. He pitches a HW, but it's just a B. Spin the batter. Spinning Stan Hack, it's a ground out for the 2nd out, and that brings up Terry Moore. Terry Moore from Satchel Paige. Satchel spins a line, BG line. Spin it again because it's a line, and this time it lands on the B. Terry Moore spins, and he gets the 6, which is a ground out. No runs. Runner left on second. After 2.5 innings of play, the score is still 0-0. Here comes Bobby Doerr for the American League. The American League, top of the order up. Whit Wyatt pitching in his 3rd inning. Whit spins a B, spin the batter. Anything but a G, F, or K, spin the batter. The Bobby Doerr spins a 6, that's a ground out, 1 away. Second batter up is Cecil Travis. Cecil Travis gets a home run minus, which is a B for us. And that's a 12, ground ball for the 2nd out. Now up is Jolton Joe. We got to take that runner off. Jolton Joe DiMaggio. He gets a home run minus, but we'll call it a B today. Spin the batter. Jolton Joe spins a ground out for the 3rd out. 12 is a ground out. Okay. We're going to use basically the same numbers as you guys use in the Catico game. 1 through 14. 1's a homer, 2's a ground out, 3's an error, 4 is a fly out, 5's a triple, 6 a ground ball, 7's a single, etc., etc. For those of you that play the Catico game, you know these numbers like the back of your hand. Here comes Satchel Paige again, spinning to Pete Reeser. Okay, Pete Reeser is the number 3 hole hitter. He doesn't get a K, an F, or a G, so spin Pete. Pete gets an 8, fly out, 1 down. Josh Gibson from Satchel Paige. These two played against each other. That's not a G, that's not an F, and that's not a K. So I get to spin old Josh Gibson. Here we go. Josh gets a 4, fly ball, 2 outs. Brings up the big cat, Johnny Mize. Johnny Mize does not get a G, F, or K, so he gets to spin his card. There goes Big John. And he spins at 14, which is an infield pop-up for the 3rd out. We're through 3.5 innings, no runs have scored. Put the cards back over in the card holder, and that brings up Teddy Williams. Here we go. And we're going to change pitchers for the National League. Whit's gone 3, and he's coming out of the game. And we're going to bring in Carl Hubble. Carl Hubble's batting is going to pitch down. So Whit Wyatt goes 3, and in comes Carl Hubble. The lefty pitches to Teddy Ballgame, and he spins a B. That means spin the batter. Anything but a G, F, or K, spin the batter. Spinning Teddy Ballgame, and he spins a line, so spin him again. Spinning Teddy Ballgame the 2nd time, he spins a 10. Strike 3 to Teddy Ballgame. 1 away for Jeff Heath. Here comes Jeff Heath, all-star right fielder from the 1941 All-Stars. Here he goes. Jeff Heath spins a 4. We're going with Carl Hubble. Did not spin a G, F, or K. 4 is a fly ball. 2 down. Here goes Joe Cronin, and it's a B. Spinning Joe Cronin. And Joe spins a 13. That's a single. And that's Joe's second hit of the game. Joe is 2 for 2. We'll put him out there on first base. And that brings up Rudy York with 2 outs. Spinning Carl Hubble. Carl spins anything but a G, F, or K. Spin the batter. Spinning Rudy York, and he spins a 9. That's a base on balls. So now we have runners at first and second. And that brings up Bill Dickey. Dickey gets anything but a G, F, or K. Spinning Bill Dickey. And Bill spins a fly out number 4 for the 3rd out of the inning. So now we've gone 4 innings and the score is still 0-0. Take the base runners off, and now we're going to start doing some pinch hitting. Okay, we're going to pinch hit for Bill Nicholson, and we're going to use, oh boy, here we go. We're going to use Joe Medwick to pinch hit for Bill Nicholson. So Bill Nicholson's gone. Medwick comes in for the first substitution of the game. Spinning Satchel Paige, anything but a G, F, or K, that's a G. So sit down, Joe Medwick. That's a ground ball out. Archie Vaughn's up, and we're trying to keep that game board. It's a brand new game board I haven't used yet. Spinning Satchel to Archie Vaughn. Satchel spins anything but a G, F, or K. Archie Vaughn spins a 2 ground out for the 2nd out. Spinning Satchel Paige to Lonnie Fry. He spins a B, anything but a G, F, or K. Spinning Lonnie Fry, who spins a 13. That's a single. You guys that play Catico, you guys already know this. We're going to pinch hit for Carl Hubble, taking him out of the game. And we're going to pinch hit with Harry Danning. Harry Danning. Backup catcher is going to pinch hit. Okay, so spin Satchel Paige with the runner on first. He spins a K for the 3rd out. No runs. And we're through 4.5. Harry Danning's gone, and we got a new pitcher coming in for the National League. It's going to be Paul Derringer. It's just hard for me to take out Satchel Paige. I just really like Satchel Paige. They're going to get some more bullpen guys going. They're going to get Lon Warnicki warming up and Claude Passau warming up. All right, so Satchel Paige is still going to pitch, and he's going to bat right now. Paul Derringer, anything but a G, F, or K. He spins a home run minus, which is not a G, F, or K. Satchel spins a 10. That's a strikeout for the 1st out in the inning. Here comes Bobby Doerr. See, new game board slips a little bit. I still haven't put the felt pads on this one yet. This one's got to go out to somebody good. Here we go. Bobby Doerr from Paul Derringer. Anything but a G, F, or K. We get to spin Bobby Doerr. Here we go. Bobby Doerr spins a 10. That's a strikeout. 2 down. And now Cecil Travis. Cecil Travis spin from Paul Derringer, and that's a G. I do believe, yes it is. That's a G, and that's the 3rd out in the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're leaving Satchel in, man, but I am going to get a pitcher up in the bullpen. I'm going to get up Bob Feller, who was actually the starter for the American League in the 41 All-Star game. All right, Satchel's still doing well. He's struck out 7, given up a couple of hits. Here we go. Satchel throws a G. Sit down, Stan Hack. Look out. Terry Moore is up. They're going to pinch hit for Terry Moore. Terry's in there playing, I believe he's playing right field. He's playing left field, my bad. And in for him, they're going to bring in, give me a good outfielder here. Here we go. Let's see who we got. We're going to bring in Mel Ott. How about Mel Ott coming in? All right, for Terry Moore. That's a pretty good little pinch hitter. Satchel to Mel Ott. Satch pitches a B. Mel Ott spins a 14. That's an infield pop-up. Second out. Here goes Pete Reeser. And Satch spins a K to him. Sit down, Pete. Woohoo! Strikes out. K's a strikeout. So we're through 5.5. No score yet. And now up the meat of the order coming up against Paul Derringer. We got Joltin' Joe DiMaggio coming up against Paul Derringer. These guys faced off in the 39 World Series. Here goes DiMaggio. He gets a ground out for the first out. Teddy Ballgame, who by the way hit the walk-off homer, is now up. A B to Teddy Ballgame. Here we go. Williams. A 13. That's a single. Remember what I said. Anything but a B, F, or K gets you to spin the batter. Here we go with Jeff Heath. I'm going to stop that spin. We're going to pinch hit for Jeff Heath with Charlie King Kong Keller. With a runner on first and one out, Heath is done. Here comes King Kong. So spin the pitcher. He spins. A B. Here's King Kong. And King Kong walks. So we have runners on first and second with one out. And that brings up Joe Cronin. Spinning Paul Derringer to Joe Cronin. That's not a G, an F, or a K. All right, had a little brownout right there, a little blackout. Don't know what we missed, but what we do have is bases loaded with Rudy York up at the plate from Paul Derringer. So let's go back to it. We have one out and bases loaded with Rudy York. Paul Derringer spins. Anything but a G, F, or K. Spin the batter. Here we go. Spinning Rudy York, and he spins a 7. That's a single. Advance one base. So the bases are still loaded. And Ted Williams comes in to score. Bam, bam. Okay, so move the base runners up. And we still have the bases loaded for Bill Dickey. Dickey spins. Derringer spins to Dickey, a B. Bill Dickey spins a 6. Ground out for the second out. And they will now pinch hit. Satchel don't like it, but he's going to get lifted. We're going to lift Satchel Paige, and we're going to pinch hit with, let's find a good pinch hitter here to make Satchel proud. What do you say? Let's look. We got, who do we have? We've got Jimmy Fox is going to be the pinch hitter. Jimmy Fox. All right. Jimmy Fox comes up with the bases loaded. 2 outs from Paul Derringer. I'm sorry. And that's a liner, so we'll respin it. Spin it again, and he gets a spin the batter. Jimmy Fox spins a 13. That's another single. So bases remain loaded. Another run trots in. And base is still loaded for Bobby Dorr. Bobby Dorr spins from Paul Derringer. Derringer spins, spin the batter, anything but a G, F, or K. Bobby Dorr spins a fly out for the third out, leaving the bases loaded, but 2 runs score, and it's 2-0. New pitcher coming in for the American League is going to be Bob Feller. So Bob Feller comes in, and he's going to pitch to Josh Gibson. Here we go. And there's a spin the batter. Spinning Josh Gibson, he strikes out. 10 is a strikeout. Bob Feller strikes out the first guy he faces. Johnny Mize coming up. Bob Feller spins. Anything but a G, F, or K, and it's not one of those, so he spins. Johnny Mize spins a 9. That's a walk based on balls. So Johnny Mize is on first with 1 out. That brings up Joe Medwick. Medwick gets a B from Bob F. Fella. Medwick spins. A ground ball out for the second out. 6 is a grounder. Brings up Arky Vaughn. By the way, Arky Vaughn in the 41 All-Star game hit 2 home runs. That's not a G, F, or K. That's a spin the batter. Spinning the batter. That's an 8 for a fly ball. Third out, no runs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Paul Derringer still pitching. Spinning the pitcher for Cecil Travis. And that's not a G, F, or K, so Cecil Travis is going to bat. Spin the batter. He spins a 13, that's a single. Derringer not having real good luck today. Cecil Travis on first base. That brings up Joe DiMaggio. He spins a G, that's an out. Brings up Teddy Ballgame. He spins a B. Ted singled last time. He's 1 for 3. Spinning Teddy Ballgame, and he spins a 6. That's a ground out for 2 away. Brings up Charlie King Kong Keller. Charlie Keller spins, or Paul Derringer spins to Keller, spins a B. Spinning Charlie King Kong Keller, and he spins an 8 for a fly out for the 3rd out. We're now in the top of the 8th inning. And that brings up Lonnie Fry. Bob Feller pitching. Anything but a G, F, or K. Spin the batter. We're spinning Lonnie Fry, who spins a ground out. 1 out. Pinch hitting now for the pitcher. He's up, so we're going to pinch hit for him. And we're going to bring in Enos Country Slaughter as the pinch hitter. Spinning Bob Feller for Enos Slaughter. Spin the batter. Slaughter spins. A double. 11 is a double. Runner on second base. There's 1 away, and here's Stan Hack from Bob Feller. Spin the batter. Spinning Stan Hack, and he spins a fly out for the 2nd out. Brings up Mel Ott. Mel Ott gets a spin the batter from Bob Feller. Feller spins, and Ott gets a single. 13 is a single. So Ott on first. Moves the runner up a base. It's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. That brings up Pete Reeser from Bob Feller. Spin the batter. Reeser spins a walk, and that loads the bases. 9 is a walk, and now you got the bases loaded. With 2 outs, and you can't do any better than this, Bob Feller, the star of the day, Josh Gibson, the star of the year. Here we go. Feller spins, spin Josh Gibson. And Josh Gibson spins a fly ball out. 4 is a fly out. 3 up, that's the inning. After 7.5, the score remains 2-0. Paul Derringer is finished. Going to bring in a new pitcher, and that pitcher is going to be Lon Warnicki. Getting more activity up for the American League, they're going to get up Sid Hudson in the bullpen. Sid Hudson. Take the base runners off, and now it is the American League at bat. Joe Cronin's up. Lon Warnicki spin the batter. Anything but a G, F, or K. Cronin spins a 12. That's a ground out. He was 3 for 3. He is out. That's 1 out. Lon Warnicki pitching to Rudy York. Spins a G. That's the 2nd out. That's a ground out. And spinning to Bill Dickey, another G, and that is the 3rd out. So in the 8th inning, the American League goes quietly. Bob Feller taking the mound for the 9th, pitching to Johnny Mize. Mize gets to spin. Bob Feller spins anything but a G, F, or K. Mize spins a 9, that's a base on balls. Third walk given up by Bob Feller brings up Joe Medwick. From Bob Feller, a home run minus, which would be just spin the batter. 6 is a ground out. 1 down, Archie Vaughn. Anything but a G, F, or K. That's not a G, F, or K. That's a B, spinning Archie Vaughn. He spins a 7. That's a single, putting runners on first and second. That brings up Lonnie Fry. They'll pinch hit for Lonnie Fry with Bob Elliott. I write everything down so that I can remember it. 2 men on, 2, 1. Now there's 2 outs. Bob Elliott gets an F from Bob Feller. That's a fly out. And now the pitcher's up, and they're going to pinch hit for the pitcher. And the pinch hitter for the pitcher is going to be Cookie Lavagetto. It's one of my favorite cards that I've made. So you got Lavagetto coming in the 9th. Feller throws to Lavagetto, gives him some to spin the batter. Cookie spins with 2 runners on, and Cookie spins a single to load the bases. And you got bases loaded for Stan Hack. Let's see if he can push a run across. A B from Bob Feller to Stan Hack. Hack spins. A 6, that's a ground out for the 3rd out, and the ball game's over. The game is over. Final score, American League 2, National League nothing. Well, there you go, guys. Exciting ball game, quick, simple. Use your pitcher when we spend 3-4 outs. Satchel Paige got hot there. Spun about 3 or 4 Ks. A couple of G's from the National Leaguer. Who was it? Derringer, I think it was. Paul Derringer spun a couple of G's, maybe an F. Other than that, spin the batter. Batter spins. 1941 All-Star Game. 2-0. There it is. American Leagues win. That's how quick and simple that the game can be. If you don't spin a G, F, or K on the pitcher, spin the batter. It's that easy. Now, most pitchers don't have huge GFs and Ks. I mean, we used All-Stars today and only spun about 5 or 6 outs in the entire 9-inning contest. Think about if you were going to use basic pitchers, you'd be spinning the batter a lot, so you get your same All-Star baseball feel, but you get to add that element of I might get you out with my pitcher in there too. So there you are, and that's the basic game. Now this sheet that shows you how to do this comes in your boxed game that we sell right here at Star Power Baseball. You get the 1970 All-Stars in that with the Pete Rose and the Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and the big hitters, Frank Robinson, of course, Brooks Robinson. They're all in there along with the great pitchers. But it's the Pete Rose, Ray Fosse run into each other in the extra inning game that's what that was. This one was the Ted Williams walk-off home run. These teams are all available for you. You can get the 1941 All-Stars, both teams, for, what is it, I think it's $8 a pop, something like that. Both teams for $15. I think I sell the year for $15. So you can get the 41s, the 70s, we've got both of those, and we've also got the 33s. So the 1911s now, they sell 2 teams for $10. So you get both teams for $10. Anyway, I'm rambling. Guys, it was easy, it was fun, took less than 30 minutes to play a whole game. Sorry about the electrical glitch right there. We just had a quick brownout, but we got back to the business of baseball. Now, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, join up on Star Power Baseball on Facebook, join the Catico group on the groups, find it, check out all the groups that are advocates of gaming baseball board games. Also check out our podcast, Star Powercast. We had a special guest on our last one, Gabriel Garnick out of New York, big Mets fan. We're hoping to get some more special guests in the future. I'm Dennis, Cincinnati Den, out of the Cincinnati Razorback Room in Siloam Springs, Arkansas, saying, dice are nice, but the spin is in. Keep spinning, Star Power Baseball.